Welcome, everyone. This is Jerry DuPaul with Rate, formerly known as Guaranteed Rate. And I am here today in our new studio in Crystal Lake. We have moved our office from Algonquin to Crystal Lake to be a little closer to that center of the area here in McHenry County. And I am here with Paul Harris. And Paul is with a company called Gol Getter.
Yes.
And he helps people in the aspect of credit. It's a very important part of the mortgage process, obviously, is to have the right credit score, because different credit score levels will get you different program options. And some of the program options have down payment assistance. Some have better rates. So it's always good to try to get the highest score possible when you go to apply for a mortgage. Just saw something the other day. It was a TikTok. There was someone saying, you should never ever pay off a collection. I kind of tell people that too.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about collection and around people's report?
I don't like to see them, but I'm also happy to see them, because I do know that there's light at the end of the tunnel with a collection, because there's strategies, there's updated software that can actually get that thing deleted. And most times than not, we can get some results within the first 45 to 90 days.
Right.
Using it. I'm not recommend paying any collection, because chances are they've already sold that debt to a third party lender.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So the person calling you you don't owe any money to them.
Yeah.
So they bought that debt, pennies on the dollar. They're trying to now collect it from you, and has nothing to do with the original creditor, which you owe. So, it's highly suggested just to ignore, block those phone calls, tell them to stop calling you. Call someone like Paul, who can get you on the right program and track to get those hopefully deleted from your credit report. Sometimes I tell people, to try to get deletion letters themselves. It's hard for them because they have to get the right person on the phone.
Yeah.
So how does your software work within that? Is it sending letters every month to these creditors? Mm-hmm. How is it? How does the back end of the software work?
Our software is top of the line. To be totally honest with you, we've adopted this AI software, the AI technology, which is basically a machine. So everyone's situation is going to be a little different. No two situations are the same. So that's why I love this AI software that's been implemented, because now it gives us the highest possibility of getting you the greatest results, which you're looking to achieve.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any examples for people out there of maybe like a scenario that you saw recently, or
just recently? I just had a client with 3 bankruptcies. We have been going at these bankruptcies for like maybe 7 to 9 months, and I want to say like the 10th, going into the 11th month, they were all gone. You know what I mean? We're talking about the bankruptcies. Collections are a little sooner. Repos, evictions, they all qualify. We primarily remove off our clients' credit reports.
Wow, that's astounding.
Yeah.
So if someone wanted to get in touch with you here, how do they start?
They can also always reach out to me on Instagram at TheRealPaul 1021, and everything is spelled correctly, TheRealPaul 1021. And then just shoot me over a DM and just let me know that you saw a viewing of Jerry and myself, and then we'll get them taken care of for sure. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure everyone's situation is different. What's like the average time, say someone has a few collections and, they need to get those off their report to get their score up. Mm-hmm. They're trying to buy a house within the next 3 or 4 months. Is that realistic?
For sure, without a doubt. Again, most of the clients get results within the first 45 to 90 days. What I love about our program is it's not just the results, right? It's also a mindset. We have to work on what's on the inside. We have to work on the mindset, because the last thing we want to do is be back in the situation again.
Right.
All right. So we work on the mindset, and then our strategies, we're going to give them a portal so they can follow along the process. They're going to see what's in dispute. They're going to see what's falling off. They're going to see when they're ready to get that mortgage, and when they can qualify, then boom, we'll be contacting Jerry to move.
Great. That's amazing. It really is. So just to give some people some ideas of where you need to be credit score level, we do have programs out there that do go down to a 600 credit score that do offer down payment assistance. Now that's an FHA program. And it doesn't just mean that if you have a 600 credit score, you're going to be approved for it. It does look at other, history of credit, on-time payments and things like that. But there is, opportunities to be able to still get like down payment assistance when you have a lower score. But when your score gets up to like the 640 level, 660, 680, you're opening up a whole bunch of other opportunities and programs, conventional programs. Some are true grant money programs. We have $8,000 grant right now with guaranteed rate. And that program is based on where you live currently. And there's a lot of pockets around us, especially in the city. Almost everyone in the city qualifies for this program. And just one person on the loan needs to be a first-time home buyer. And, there could be other people on the loan that aren't first-time home buyers. That's okay. There's no income limits for this program. And again, it's based on where they live currently. So they could literally, if they qualify for the program based on where they live currently, they could buy a home in Florida or in a different state and use this $8,000.
Yeah.
It's pretty extraordinary the way it works.
Yeah.
So, there's so much opportunity out there for people right now. Get out of, paying someone else's mortgage payment by renting. You need to build your own equity, wealth. There's talks about inflation and debt and all this stuff. You need to have a hard asset.
Yeah.
Because if there's inflation, your home price will, right? So, and it's easier to make your mortgage because usually when there's inflation, your income also doesn't go exactly as fast up, but it does go up as well. So if your mortgage payment's at a fixed rate, right, and that payment's fixed, and now you're making more money, it's easier to make your mortgage payment. If you're a renter and inflation comes, rent prices go up, and then you're paying someone else's mortgage. So it's harder. It's not a fixed rate. So you have a 30-year fixed rate with the mortgage bill you're paying every single month. And to be honest, it's the same as what you're going to pay in rent or possibly even a little bit less.
Yeah.
We can set it up so you don't need any money down, So the opportunity is here. It's prime. It's now. And if you have challenges with credit, don't look the other way. Still call us, call me or Paul. We will get you on the right track. Everyone's home buying journey is different.
Yes.
And we're here to guide you through that and find best path for you to be able to, meet your goals of home ownership and building equity and, building wealth. How we build wealth in this nation is real estate.
Yeah. So you mentioned that program, it was a $8,000 grant program.
Right.
Okay. And that's for like you have to currently reside in a certain areas.
Okay. Yep. I have the maps, but it's a broad area. There's many loans doing right now that people qualify for this. And then there's also pockets, it's wherever Fannie Mae is deemed that they would like to help the community. So there's you just have to call me and I'll lay your address through and where you live now. And if just one person's address has to work, so if it's you and your boyfriend or girlfriend buying a house or fiance or husband, wife, if you live at different places, just one of you have to qualify in place, then you get.
Yeah. Question though, Jerry. What would you tell like that very first home, right? That first, they've been intimidated by all these terms, FHA, this Fannie Mae. They were intimidated by all these terms, these words.
Yes.
Like, what would you tell just that first time home buyer that's seeking to purchase in the next 6 to 9 months? What would you tell them? What's mindset?
Okay. You need an expert on your side to know exactly what is going to be best for you. You going out there doing the research on these different loans, it's not what you need to worry about. What you need to worry about is, finding the right realtor, knowing what kind of house you want, and finding the property, really. I will take care of, or your mortgage expert, whoever it is, take care of finding the right program and product for you, because everyone's different, and not all lenders are the same, so So guaranteed rates, one of the largest lenders in the entire nation, chief their name. And we have access to every single program that's out there, grant programs, down payment assistance, first-time home buyer programs, even programs for investors. We have programs that have low doc, no doc, programs for as far as no tax returns and pay stubs for investors if they're buying an investment property. We can go off of whatever the the investment property is going to rent for.
Mm-hmm.
We can use that as your income.
Yeah.
So some really unique products and programs out there that we have. But, a first-time home buyer really just needs to be prepared and budget and know what you can afford per month. That's really what it comes down to, is knowing that you're not going to overextend yourself. You want to be able to live comfortably, not mortgage payment poor every month, right?
Yeah.
So you just got to get financial house in order, and then let me know what that number is, and then we'll try to structure around, what your purchase price limit will be. The thing is, it's going to be different for every property, your purchase price limit. Every property has different taxes. Every property has different insurance costs.
Mm-hmm.
I just had one today that was in the city that we were in the flood certification, and now it's in a flood zone.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to now budget for an extra $100 a month for flood insurance that we didn't know about, until we ran that flood certification. So you just have to make sure, that you're putting yourself in a good situation. You will be building equity every time you make a payment, like a different bank account, a different savings account. You make a payment, it's not all just disappearing like rent. Part of that payment's going towards the equity position in your home.
Mm-hmm.
And your home is appreciating in value. So
That's good.
Yep. So working with the right realtor, the right team is essential. I have 24 years experience doing this. So in the community and looking at the reviews of the person that you're working with, very important. Never got less than 5 stars in my whole career. So, making sure everyone's taken care of and knows exactly, and they're educated throughout the process. So when someone makes an offer on a house, I don't let them really, they text me first the address before they make an offer. So I can send them over a detailed loan summary on that particular property of exactly how it's going to end up if you buy this house. You'll know that up front when you're making your offer with me. With other places, you're just going to get a pre-approval letter, and they're going to say, "Hey, good luck, go shop."
Go step back, because I don't want you to skip past how important that is, right? When you identify your dream home, and then you want to send that address over to Jerry, and then you're going to give them go into a little detail about that right there, because that's about.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at making these loan summaries, generating them. We look up the tax bill. I'll try to call insurance agents, try to get an estimate of what the insurance would look like. And then when I have all those figures and numbers, I enter that in our systems, and we generate a detailed loan summary, which will be pretty mirror like what your closing will look like when you get a closing disclosure at the closing. It'll tell you, and what's important is you'll know exactly how much you need to bring to closing as far as a check, how much money is going to need to, facilitate the transaction. And then you'll know a very good estimate of what the payments. So, that's obviously very important when you're making these offers homes. You want to make sure you're comfortable, able to, afford the payment, and that's going to work out for you.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Good, Jerry. I just learned something, And another thing, I work with a lot of entrepreneurs. All right. I work with a lot of entrepreneurs, and this as well as I know entrepreneurs. They have a lot of write-ups, right? Which sometimes may hinder them from even attempting to get a home. Is there a program specifically designed for small business owners, entrepreneurs that don't have to worry about if I had a lot of deductions that year prior? Is there other prerequisites or something that I can submit as an entrepreneur, my clientele, to get approved outside of that tax return that they may have written a lot off on?
Well, the first thing, it depends if they're buying a house living as a primary residence or if they're buying a house as an investment. So there's 2 different ways that we need to look at that. We do have capabilities of, even if you're buying a primary residence, to be able not to have to show tax returns, pay stubs, and whatnot. There's alternative ways of verifying the income in those instances. Because it's not a rental property, we can't count any rental income, but we can count income that comes in from your business. So we would look at your bank state deposits for the last 12 or 24 months, and then we would look at an expense ratio of what your expenses are, and we would decipher your income through those calculations rather than looking at pay stubs or tax returns and pay stubs.
That's good.
So that's a bank statement option. When you're an investor buying an investment property, there's that option. Plus, there's a bunch of other options. where, you can count the rental income from the property that it's buying. There's another one I thought about. So even if you're buying a primary residence, you can use a 1-year profit and loss statement. Now, it doesn't need to be backed up by accountants. It needs to have, accountants review and stamp and signature on it. But a 1-year profit and loss is a possibility. Now, these programs that I'm talking about, these alternative income programs, there's a minimum down payment requirement for these. These are more risky for a lender. And they also want to make sure that you have money in reserves, meaning after you close on your loan, that you have a few mortgage payments in the bank left over. That way you have a cushion, so they know that the payments are going to get made right away. So the minimum down payment requirements for these loans is at least 10% down. And the normal reserve requirement is 6 months reserves. So, if it's a $1,000 mortgage payment, $6,000. If it's $2,000 mortgage payment, $12,000. Now that reserve requirement, it can be in your retirement funds or stocks. We're not telling you to liquidate it. We just want to see that you have.
Yeah, gotcha. That's good. We're going to be able to help a lot of people on this upcoming season. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
For sure.
Well, I'm really happy we met. Everything happens for a reason. It's a perfect fit, because I do have clients that do need. I try to help people with their credit. If I could do something quickly, you can pay something down quickly, get your score up. That, I do that all day long. We'll do that as best I can. But if it's something out of my hands or control where we need more help, and it's just to get stuff deleted, things like that, that's where I'll send you over to Paul, and he'll help you with that. This company and his systems that he has to get that rectified quickly.
Do it. Efficiency. Right. Efficiency. That's the name of the game. And just making sure that there's a client, a relationship, so we all have one clear vision, and we're working together. It's not that we're over here, working on one portion, you're over there damaging what we've already prepared. So we just make sure everybody's on the same page, and we can speed those goals up. Sometimes we can speed up 5-year goals. It can be accomplished in a matter of months, all because we got around the right people, such as Jerry, such as individuals that can push the loans through and help with the personal credit side of things. So, man, I'm excited for this partnership, what we're going to be able to.
Sounds good, man. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you for coming in. Yeah, I just want to make sure everyone knows, we did move our branch to Crystal Lake. It's at 35 Berkshire, the big rate sign in the front, and also some signs on the street. Our QR code is on the signs. So if you can drive by and you want my information, you can apply online, get our rate app. You can look at our reviews. Just drive by and take a picture of our sign, and they'll take you right to that link to the link tree to review all that. So, So thanks again. Appreciate you coming in, and can do this partnership. So get some people in the homes.
Looking to purchase a new home? The Rate app from Guaranteed Rate has got you covered. Once you've downloaded the Rate app, click to log in and create your password. This will take you to the intro page. Click the gray Same Day or Home Loans tile, and then click the red Apply Now button. Then click Start a New Loan. Begin by telling us where you are in the home buying process. Typically, for a pre-approval, you will click What Can I Afford? From there, the Rate app will load a series of simple questions. Answer each one the best you can as you move along. Once you've completed the application, your loan officer will receive a notification so they can review your information and set up your personalized checklist. The Rate app even allows you to upload documents right from your phone. It's just that easy. And if you do get stuck or have any questions, just give us a call. We'll be sure to get your questions answered so we can get you one step closer to owning the home of your dreams. The Rate app from Guaranteed Rate, simplifying life's biggest purchase.